everybody, Guru Jerry Valido back again with Cinco Estilos Urban Arnis. Today we're going to take a look at what is known as the inside block, also known as the inside sweep. It's basically the same inside block technique that virtually every system of Filipino martial arts has. Today we're specifically going to look at a situation based on a video that's floating around out there in YouTube land of a very high-level instructor doing an inside block with a sword. The execution of the inside block in and of itself is fine, but it's the area of the arm that they are targeting that is of concern, and even more so, it's a concern of where this person is positioning themselves as they execute this inside block. Because if you were to duplicate the inside block the way this instructor is doing it, you'd probably die, or come close to it, or be seriously maimed. So we're going to address that in this video, and I'll probably be popping on and off here just to share some insight and point out some things. So let's get to the video. So this is essentially the technique as it's shown online. An inside block off an angle 1. Now pay close attention. As I execute the inside block here, look where my blade hits. And look where I am standing in relation to my opponent's blade. Here it is again, in case you missed it the first time. Look where I am standing in relation to my opponent's blade. I'll do it one more time. Look where I hit his arm, and then where I am standing in relation to his weapon. So in case you missed it, let me break it down for you. My inside block entry becomes a direct hit to the inside of my opponent's right forearm. Remember, I have a machete in my hand. I have an edged weapon. It's a matter separator. Once that edge hits that forearm, there's going to be a reaction. The opponent in real life will not hold their arm out there for me to continue to do my technique, as you saw a little while ago. In fact, their arm may no longer be there. Mainly because if I did execute my technique, I have just cut fairly deeply into the inside of his forearm. So when that happens, you are actually cutting what are called the flexors of a person's arm. Those flexors allow the hand to close. Okay? So when I hit here or here, anywhere right here, and you know, we can assume that our machete is sharp enough, you're going to get a pretty deep gash into that forearm. What's going to happen when that cut takes place? So we replaced our training swords with soft sticks, as you saw in the video that just played, and every time I cut into my opponent's forearm, his hand opened. There's a very, very high likelihood that when you chop with your blade into the flexors of a man's arm or a woman's arm, that the fingers will no longer be able to flex. They'll open. The momentum of the blade coming in, okay, the opponent's arm is generating that momentum, and now he meets your sword or your edged weapon. His hand has a high likelihood of opening up, and that blade that he's holding is going to be flung out. And as you saw in the video that just played, in the few videos that just played, if you are positioned directly in front of that weapon, that blade's going to fly right into your face. Okay? And that is the video basically that I saw online. This high-level instructor is standing there doing this really pristine looking inside block, but his face is right in front of that blade, and he is showing how to chop into the forearm. And he's taking no precaution and no consideration for the fact that the chances are this person's hand will open up. So a solution to this issue is going to be a chop into the person's bicep instead. We angle out a little further, a little deeper on the female triangle, the right female triangle. When you chop into the bicep, what will happen is that the arm will go dead and it will drop. The opponent will no longer have the ability to swing that weapon. Another option is to cut directly into the neck, causing the opponent's non-weapon hand to move to the point of impact due to the pain. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.